Taliban militants have driven out Afghan forces from the Chahar Dara district in northern province of Kunduz. Now, the strategic region fell to the militants' control after hours of intense fighting. Witnesses say Taliban forces attacked security checkpoints before taking over government buildings. Now, the militants then set the buildings on fire and looted ammunition stored in police stations. Now, reports say Afghan forces are currently engaged in fighting with the Taliban outside the district. It's feared that the militants take over the capital of Kunduz province in the coming hours. Now, on Wednesday, terrorists overran the strategic Musa Qala district in the southern province of Helmand, but lost it to government forces just hours later. Now, Taliban began their spring offensive in late April. They repeatedly refused to attend peace talks with Kabul. And we're joined out of Kabul by Press TV correspondent Fayez Khorshid. Fayez, what can you tell us about this most recent takeover of this town and as part of their spring offensive?
Well, Chardara village in northern Kunduz province is now under the control of Taliban insurgents. They have looted several houses and they're now using civilians as human shields there. Heavy gun firing continues in that part of this country. The Afghan security forces are trying to take back the control of Chardara district of northern Kunduz province, but they have not succeeded so far. We understand that heavy clashes continue there, and Afghan government has announced that they are going to send more reinforcements to push the Taliban back. It's a very strategic place. It's on the border with Tajikistan, and it has become a very dangerous place. And several Afghan security forces have been killed and wounded after their checkpoints and police stations were attacked by the Taliban insurgents. And Taliban say that they would try to step up their attacks in other districts of Kunduz province as well to take over the entire province. It's a big challenge now. Afghan security forces are facing in northern Afghanistan. Northern Afghanistan was once a relatively calm region, but it has become another battlefield between Afghan security forces and terrorist groups. It's not only Taliban. Terrorist groups like the ISIL has also started operating in nearby Badakhshan province, again in the north, and it comes as Taliban. Taliban's spring offensive has become the deadliest one over the past 13 years, and it's a very significant year for both Taliban, because Taliban want to take over the entire country through violence, because they believe that Afghan security forces are not able anymore to defend their country, and Afghan security forces are trying all what they can to prove their military skills.
Right, and Fayez, after 13 years of a heavy foreign presence in the country, I mean, is the Taliban weakened or is it getting stronger?
Well, the Taliban are getting stronger. All eyes are now on Afghan security forces because they're in charge now in this country. They have to defend their country against such terrorist groups. But the Taliban, the remnants of the Taliban have made a comeback. They have crossed the border from Pakistan tribal areas, and they believe that they can take over the entire country now.
Thank you, Fayez. That was Press TV correspondent Fayez Khorshid reporting out of Kabul.